What's up, Buck Doug with Deanie in the garage. What if I told you that I didn't pay for a single thing on this table and that none of it ran when it entered the garage, but it is all going to leave here in running condition to a new home for some cashola. Today I want to share a tip, and it's really the tip on how to make money on this garbage two-stroke equipment, because without this piece it's impossible. It can't be done. Let's get into it. This is a snowblower carb. It's a Tecumseh carburetor, pretty standard. Anybody that messes around with power equipment will recognize this bad boy. This is a honey of a unit. You can clean almost everything in here with the exception of the seat and a couple O-rings and this bowl gasket, but most of that survives disassembly, so these are very, very serviceable. You pick up a snowblower that doesn't run so good, clean the taters out of this thing and you're good to go. Now that's not the case on all this two-stroke power equipment that we're surrounded by here. They utilize these cube carburetors, which are really, really simple. There's not a ton to them, but they have an issue. Whereas everything in here survives disassembly and can be cleaned up and put back in and reused, there are a couple components in here that's not the case with, and specifically this metering diaphragm right here. So this piece of power equipment, I already sprayed some two-stroke straight down the throat hole here and confirmed that she wants to go. So clearly it was on the side of the road for a carburetor issue. Now, as I already identified, the metering valve, aside from having what looks like sand in it, I think it's just corrosion. Listen to this. It's not the worst metering diaphragm ever, but between that corrosion in there and the little bit of stiffness, this thing wasn't going to run right. And you see this a lot. These things have a lifespan. They don't last forever, okay? These Tecumseh carburetors, if the gas doesn't go bad and no water gets into it, they'll last forever. In theory, I mean, I've seen, machines that sat in a garage for 5 years, but the gas didn't go bad and they didn't get any water in it, so they ran right away. Now you can keep your two-stroke equipment in the cleanest, nicest environment imaginable, but these are still going to go bad. And when you pick that equipment up, it's not going to run. So I see so much of this stuff on the side of the road, and usually this is bad. Even if it's not the main issue, it's an issue. So what am I advocating you do? You can't bring these back around. I have tried every single lubricant, conditioner, product out there, and I think everybody else has too. I've seen videos where Terrell did it and Musty and everybody else. And if they're on the bubble, you can bring them back. But here's what you need to do. If you want to be able to pick up this power equipment on the side of the road, either for yourself or to sell, whatever the point is, or you want to repurpose the motors and make electric scooter or powered scooters, I don't freaking know. Here's what you need to do. Get on the old Slamazon there and go pick up a bag of metering diaphragms. There are two styles. There's the Walbro style and there's the Zama style. They're subtly different, and pretty much all the carburetors you're going to encounter either have this style with the 6 holes or this style with 5 holes and one that's offset. This one's the most common. I see this one all the time. These are all brandy new, perfect diaphragms. And what they do is they fix this two-stroke power equipment, because 9 times out of 10, this is what the issue is. The two-stroke fuel is what destroys this rubber kind of gaskety material, and since this is the metering, it's essentially the float bowl, it's constantly in contact, so you let it sit. So buy you the spares, and now with confidence, as long as it's got some amount of compression and you can get it to get spark without having to buy a coil or something, these are the secret. And the better yet, I think one of these was 5 and the other one was like 7. Or I didn't spend more than, I don't know, 20, 30 bucks on both bags. And they've been lasting me. There was 20 in each. That's the tip, bud. It's super simple. But the thing is, I see this all the time. People bring this stuff home off the side of the road, or they go to fix it themselves. And what they want to do, because this is bad, they want to buy a whole carburetor. Now you're spending $10 to $30, $40 on Amazon, way more if you go through the OEM. And I don't know, personally, I don't think it's worth it anymore. It certainly doesn't put you in the realm of reselling the stuff. If you spend $30 on a 20-year-old Craftsman blower, like, you're lucky if you get your money back, let alone make any money. And I don't know, it's just not as viable anymore. But these are super inexpensive. They break down to being less than $1 a piece. and it fixes this equipment. And then it doesn't matter. If you wanted to, you could sell it super cheap so that anybody will buy it, or fill out your own fleet, or I don't know, start a landscaping company. I don't really care what you do with the info. I just wanted you to have it, because I hate seeing good stuff go to the dump over something silly, stupid. So if you don't want to do it, send it to me. But I suggest go ahead, buy one of each style and start fixing your two-stroke power equipment. I've got all blowers here and one chainsaw, but it's same with chainsaws, same with string trimmers. These are the guys. They're all the same cube carburetors because they're all the same motors, basically. They're all 26cc thereabout. Anyway, I'm going to end this here because I wanted to keep the video short. I'd love to hear down in the squawk boxes, what other things do you stock up on so that you can keep power equipment going? The other thing I stock up on are the seats for these, because if you hit them with brake clean, they expand and they go bad. So I bought a bag of 50 of them 5 years ago, and I'm halfway through it, if that. Point is, I love me some free equipment, and I would love to see you get some free equipment too. So let me know a comment down in the squawk boxes if you like the video, subscribe to the channel. Maybe go check out my website, monkeywithatoolbox.com. As always, thanks for watching. See you next time. My goodness, friends, I had all intentions of putting that thing back together and then running it for you guys to show you, and the darn thing sold so friggin' quick. When I was done with it, I didn't even have a chance. So here's another one that I did the exact same thing to. This is a nice little home light unit. We took her home, took the carb apart, replaced that metering diaphragm. Look at her now. Oh my goodness, couldn't figure out how to get her to stop. Imagine that, got her running so good, couldn't even get her to stop when I wanted her to. And all for a 50-cent diaphragm. Picked her up for free, 50-cent diaphragm, half hour of my time. Probably, Eric's been selling these things for 75 bucks, so I don't know, it's a no-brainer to me. Thanks for watching, I'll catch y'all on the next one.